this is another Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing Assembled with Care. This is the second Let's Play that I've recorded specifically for YouTube. And if you haven't already, please go check out Florence, which is the first YouTube Let's Play that I posted last week on the 14th of March. I feel like once upon a time I knew what this was about, but I have no idea what it is anymore. But it looks like a comfy, cozy game. I think it'll be a great little tidbit, a little mini game. So let's get started. Okay. All right. A cassette tape. This is my time then. Do cassette tapes even exist still? Oh, cute. Oh. This game is best played with sound. Boom, boom. Kind of nostalgic. I remember cassette tapes and burning songs from the radio on a cassette tape and like playing it. Feel old.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, and of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way.
These paintings are so beautiful.
I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs.
Ah, I see. So she travels for work. That's so exciting. I wish I could travel for work.
Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
I think it would be really cool to have like the ability to travel, but I think I would also get homesick. Oh, there we go. Wow, she packs light. Well, if you travel a lot, then you would know, huh?
My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style.
A hairbrush.
Practical and stylish.
She's right. I don't use hair ties anymore. I use scrunchies.
Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this.
I guess so, yeah, digital's not a thing.
Settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
How fun would that be, though? I mean, she's young.
Guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman at your service.
She's so cute.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
I love that everything is purple. It's my favorite color.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months,
nice.
I was craving a decent meal.
She's valid. She's valid. Me too, gal. But sometimes I crave the ramen.
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work.
Cute.
My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of.
She's a free spirit. 1979. Did you see that?
My
Did you
parents
spot
never
that?
wanted me to go. They wanted me. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
In Bellariva. Chapter 2. A lullaby.
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun.
Cute.
In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time.
Ugh. How
As I
fun.
handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I
Cute.
was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Cute. It was a little girl.
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers.
Cute.
She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
Yes. Love that.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore.
Oh.
I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Ugh. How retro. Oops. Let's see. Oh. There you go. Oh, perfect. Oh, okay.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
I mean, batteries obviously don't do that. They don't lose their color, but it's clever that they did that. Okay. Take this. And then use a and then use a pencil to fix it. The old trick we did. Put it back in. And should be good. Should be, oop. Be good to go.
Will you dream a dream for me?
Oh, is it her mom?
Side and hold you so tight. Know that I will always love you. Even
Sweet.
though we
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Oh.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill.
God, what? We're 5 minutes in and I'm gonna
When Izzy's
cry.
friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking
Aw.
for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of
Stick
a
gums.
stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo.
That's so sweet.
I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious. I wrote out a full receipt.
That's so adorable. What a good-natured
She seemed
woman.
like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered.
It's sad.
Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
What a sad. Ooh. Oh no, a statue. Are we just gonna fix people's things but not make
First
money?
repair complete. I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit.
Oh, okay. She's making money. She's making money.
The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles.
I love the way that they've illustrated these. They're so vibrant.
The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father. I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue.
Oh, that's the
Without
little
thinking,
girl's
I picked up a fragment.
dad. Oh, oops.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... do you think you can salvage it?
I can most certainly try.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Followed by the lake.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
That's how all children are. You can't expect them to be precious with things. If you want something to be safe, you need to just put it somewhere secure. Oh. There you go. I was like, what's happening?
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
It's simple sometimes. It's a simple fix. I fixed it.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
That's so sad.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
So in reality, she really doesn't have parents because her mom's gone and her dad's working all the time.
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Yeah. Probably hard for her. I mean, it's hard for both of them, right? They both lost somebody that they care deeply about, but she doesn't know any better.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Oh, perfect.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty
That's
tables
funny.
inside, though, her potential customers haven't noticed
Oh
it either.
no, she needs a better sign.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
It
As Carmen
will.
chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on.
Okay,
I was
but-
hoping to call my sister for some seasoning tips, but it won't connect.
She's like, to talk, to kill time. But I was gonna say, sometimes these hole-in-the-wall places are like the best though. They're so good.
Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Maybe I should have been wandering.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
She's trying to be like, I have business. It's not this dead all the time, I promise.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Huh. Not seeing anything. The like selector. Interesting. I see. I've never broken or like taken apart a rotary phone or anything like that. Oh. Oh no, the chip is fried. Can't be this simple, can it? Like new. This part. Oh, nope. Yep. And this part. Down to here.
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
Add in. Put the top on. When I was little, I was mischievous.
There's still a screw missing.
Oh. There? Is it this one, maybe? I actually was a mad lad. A mad lass, I guess is the proper way of saying it. But I often
Make sure I screw everything back together.
would tear apart things and then put them back together. I had a screwdriver that I would my parents would hide, but then I would find and then I would break it. There was many things that I would take apart just to see how they work, and then I would put them back together to see if I could get it back together. It's like a puzzle. I did that a lot when I was a kid.
Back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
She dropped coffee on it, huh?
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
Oh, interesting. What was the phone call really about?
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
I see. She needed money.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Everybody's on tough times. It makes sense.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name.
Oh, interesting.
Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Shoot. She's pretty.
Did you hear about the camera? It's about time.
Oh, okay. To be fair, I did not know you were here.
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix
Oh,
things.
this is her
I
sister.
usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Oh, no.
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more
Yeah.
different.
Carmen's so sweet. She's a little bit more sophisticated sass.
Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong.
I decided to change it because it's in this little square within the screen. So I decided to cut the top and the bottom. So, notice some changes, that's why. Where do I get the rotatey button? Okay. Take this part off, it seems. There's another rotatey, another. The way it rotates is a little. I think that's everything. Oh no, the
I don't
mirror.
suppose you fixed anything this valuable before.
Oh. Please don't be condescending, madam. I am trying to help you.
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Oh, God.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Madam, just trying to help. Okay. Okay. I always forget that I need to, like, click it back in. And then find the rotatey thing again. Rotate it once more. Put the lens back.
Still a few parts missing.
What? You're telling me that that part can't pop in? You have to, like... I had to have... Yep, there you go. Nope, right. There we go. I was like, hello? Hello?
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford.
Agreed.
It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
All right, lady. All right, no need to talk about the whole town.
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
Okay, no need to be so...
She thought so little of her sister.
Yeah, no need to be so condescending of your sister. Your sister's really sweet.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me,
oh, I
she wants
see.
his money.
Okay, that's
if
valid.
She thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
If the only communication that the sisters have is for money, then I would understand.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Not Hurricane Helena. That was kind of funny. I like that. Yeah, we need to get her a light. A neon light. Let's do it. Get some attraction.
The sun was setting over Bella Riva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Her sister.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
She probably does have a lot of
I didn't mind fixing
anxiety.
the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a
Yes.
neon sign.
I had
Neon
this made when I first
sign,
opened the cafe.
Carmen.
I'm hoping us with electronics.
Let's do it.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
Is there? Oh. Ah. It's not fully assembled. I'm understanding. Okay. Hello. Even though I know it's on there. Make this a little bit easier for me to view. Huh. Huh. So this definitely needs to go. Hold on. This, like, interesting. This definitely goes like, what goes here?
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up.
Yes. I agree, Carmen. Okay. I feel like this goes here, though. Okay. We just had extra pieces, I see. I was like, a little confused. Yay, it works!
I don't know, it's a bit, flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Oh, okay. We can have decided that before we put it back together. Couldn't have done that earlier. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not being picky. Ah. Put some glue on here. Grab this. Put this on there. Hello? Grab this. Yes. That's where those 2 extra pieces go. You have to keep the circuit. So this is the only way to keep the circuit going. Cute!
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Girl, how do you have these pieces? Do neon signs just come with all these extra pieces? Okay. Again, we don't want to break the circuit, so we need to make a circuit. Oh, I forgot to put the thing in.
I think the whole thing is supposed to light up.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Now test it. What do you think? Cocktail? Pizza? What are we selling?
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Okay, I guess I made the decision. I made the decision of cocktails. Neon sign. Let's go. I hope this brings you more business,
The sign
Carmen.
fixed. We headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
That's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it.
When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple.
I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
Oh, you really wanted
A smile
this.
froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Oh, is it her sister?
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, She turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
What? She just put that up. She really likes the sign. We just put that up, bitch. Sorry.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
I felt really personally attacked with that sign. She just put it up.
The festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house.
It was crazy. Oh.
I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me.
Psst, Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
Oh, cute.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse.
Cute, Izzy.
I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore.
She's a kid. She wants to play and socialize and talk.
Can you fix it for me?
Oh no, she broke the screen. One I need. Oops. I see. A little bit more complicated. So one, two went to music. So we'll put that to 2. And 3 went to lights. Oops. And this one, well, just leave it. Oh, but also the button, right? So we need to take everything out. Put this back in. Put this back in. This is 1, so 1 connects here. 2 to music. And 3 to lights. And then only it were that simple to fix.
grown-ups play games as well?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Yay, I took a picture. Boom, 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 bam, 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 bam.
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own.
Cute.
Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Yeah, you just listen. I am just as guilty at this, where I get frustrated with children, but you can't expect children to not break things. Yes, you should teach them to take care of their things, but it's not always on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall. My dad said I had to go to this.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I had to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
Yep. I had a feeling he'd forgotten to take care of his daughter. I mean, listen, I understand grief does weird things to us, but we have to remember sometimes that we're the only, he's the only parent that she has left. He has to step it up.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
It happens to all of us.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell.
What's this called?
It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in.
At least she
The job
covered really
I've got for
quickly.
you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town.
I was gonna say, I feel like the overall theme of the story is gonna be that not only is she a repairwoman, but she also is gonna repair these relationships while she's there.
I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which,
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
I like the music.
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
I will make it work. Don't you worry about it. Oh. From his wife. I wonder what happened to her. I wonder if she was sick or something. Because the intention of leaving a voice recording for someone feels very intentional, like you knew something was going to happen, so you made sure to like...
Ah, the main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it.
Oh.
Cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
How is she able to figure that out? Here. Nothing on there. I mean, I feel like that's what repairing is. It's just a big puzzle piece of putting things together. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Nope. Let's go back. There are... Okay. I was wondering when this was going to come into play. Put in the new lens.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
She knew, though. She knew exactly what she was doing. See, she knew exactly, like, what broke it, but I wouldn't have been able to. I'm like, oh yeah, this piece is broken, but I wouldn't have known what the piece was. Okay. What happened to your wife? That's rude. I shouldn't ask that. But I am curious. What happened?
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Well, that's because you barely see her, bruh.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
I get it. He has to work. He has to support his family. I get it. I get it. He also needs to learn how to balance time correctly so that his family doesn't feel neglected. Because it's true. Time is not infinite. Anything can happen at any moment. You have to be grateful for every moment that you have in life. You never know.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this.
Listen, I like
Definitely
being...
wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
Listen, I too would like to be snazzy, but I too like to buy knickknacks.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money.
No. I think that is the responsible thing. I don't think that her sister has the right to tell her to do it, though. I'm conflicted.
She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Now, let's not assume that she thinks that it's a piece of junk. You don't know. You don't know that's what she actually feels. I feel that people that like collect things are very nostalgic.
Typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
I suffer from wanting to have both a lot of stuff and also nothing.
That
I
light
go
bulb is
between.
completely smashed. Okay, I'll need to redirect the light, the lens at the top, for the projector to work.
Redirect the light. Ow. I see this. Let's see. actually. I think it needs to go here. No. There you go. We're just putting things here. Hold on. What happened?
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
This part. Things get so complicated. But I wasn't wrong. I was like, this goes here. Oh,
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
I didn't know that projectors work this way.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where is it
No, I
go?
know. I want them to be aligned perfectly. Listen. This is just me being a perfectionist. No.
Looks like something is still missing.
No, I know. I know. Maybe I can fix this now.
Looks like there's still a screw missing.
There you go. There is a screw missing. I'm putting it in right now. She was
Helena was
lonely.
transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing.
I see. Why were you trying to act like you had money then?
Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time.
Why not be honest with her then? Instead of giving her attitude.
You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Because she doesn't know any better. She can't read your mind. She can't.
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance.
That's hard too. If her sister made her feel like the only reason that they had a connection was because of money, then that's kind of fucked up.
I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
That's not how it will be. It won't be that way. Family is family. Boiling point.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously, she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She
Oh,
wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I mean, valid. Yeah, she was hoping to just be observer.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
This goes on top. No, this is right.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. Please go there. For some reason, I can't take a single... What is this? What's going on? What's going on? Why wouldn't it let me grab a singular batch? Two broccoli florets. Oh, now. Don't even know.
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great if I say so myself.
I don't know why those matches were fighting with me.
Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
Carrot. Have a stick of... quarter of a stick of half mushrooms, plenty of... quarter? Have a carrot? Two broccoli florets. Handful of chopped tomatoes.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
3 wild... I said a handful. Hold on. That doesn't look like onions. Maybe that's on purpose. What was this? Plenty of... Is it the leaves? I don't know.
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, as a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more
Yay,
meals to taste,
Izzy!
but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
Oh.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
At least Carmen has the awareness to know that she probably could have been a better sister too. At least she's like, no, it's not my fault. She's taking some ownership. Harmony.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bellariva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it.
Wow!
Food in Bellariva. Half the town
That's
was
so
outside
exciting
waiting to see
for
what the fuss was
her.
about.
Maria! My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen. Even Helena was there. Served.
Maria!
My bad.
My favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama.
Did they make up?
Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do.
That was really sweet of her. That was something she had a lot of pride about.
I wanted to give her this to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids.
Not me getting all
Do
sentimental.
you think it has one last tune in it?
This game has a way of making me emotional.
Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly.
Oh. Was even, hold on. Oh, I see. It's the thing I said, isn't it? This is correct. Hold on. No, so we need to make a circuit.
That's the speed dial connected. Now we should be able to change it.
Two things connected.
should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
There you go.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully. It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Hey. Somehow. Oh, I need to unscrew it somehow? Oh, this.
If I turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now.
Model 5715 US 5.7 WO 57 WO. Oh.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
So to do that, we need to put this back on there.
What will remain of these days? The sweetest word I've ever heard. What will remain of the smiles, the ones that stole my heart that day?
Fix record player. Man, I feel like I could become a repair woman if it's this simple.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Yeah, I had a feeling that all the junk that Helena was complaining about was really just nostalgia.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Who knows? You guys could become business partners.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous.
I am
I'd ever
guilty.
find the words to bridge it.
I am guilty of this. I'm not gonna lie. I too am guilty of this. Nope, don't do it.
My final morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
Oh no.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
True.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
Oh, I'm so glad.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Okay. He's trying. He's realized the mistakes of his ways.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Oh, yeah, I can. Game. Making me emotional.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Jeez. Fix. Fix, fix, fix. Just realized that I get very quiet when I'm repairing because I'm thinking. Okay. Put it. Okay. Okay.
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Hurt. Oh. I think we have to take this all apart again. I think I messed something up. It's only going one way, unfortunately. Ah. What it is.
Perfect.
Okay.
The mechanism is good as new.
I didn't do it correctly the first time. Oh, that's cute. There's a little chicky chick.
Still a few parts missing.
Yes, thank you. I messed up the first time, so I have to redo it. I wish there was like a more intuitive way to like
I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
switch from tools. Sometimes
My wife
I want to
used sing this song
rotate
to
when it's
Izzy
not.
each night before bed, but I always work too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight, know that I will always love you, even though we both know that we must say goodnight.
He knew the song too.
I've missed
He
so
did
much
care.
already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us.
I'm glad he came to that realization.
My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
It's true. Kids only want their parents for a while and then they get tired.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Her parents? She needs to go visit her parents. She hasn't seen them in like years, right?
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop.
Not stole it.
The day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Huh. What could that mean?
Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does.
Aww.
The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone.
I remember
and it
my
all
phone.
came flooding
Yeah,
back.
I was like, I remember their numbers. I don't remember my phone number, but I remember their numbers.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Cute. It's a cute, simple little game. It was a really good job. I think there's a bonus chapter. Maybe it's visiting her parents. Oh, Carmen's letter.
Dear Maria, Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognize her. She's like a new woman. She's always running around, taking orders and making drinks.
Oh, she's helping her
I
at
even
the
had her compliment a
restaurant.
customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top.
Latte art.
It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino.
It's hard. I've learned.
Just what Helena needs.
And it's not good. I've been practicing and it's not easy. I still am practicing.
Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Oh no.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy. These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
More screws. Bonus chapter, hard time. Extra hard. Okay. So
I'll need to connect all the pipes correctly to stop the steam pouring out.
not that one.
How can there be so much steam. Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
Maybe that was not correct. Oh. I feel like feels more correct. So then oh, out there.
Finally, no more steam.
Okay, steam has been fixed. Coffee is on the right. This has to go where? Oh, no. How did I pull it from the other side? I see. This probably goes down here somewhere. Okay. I see. Bruh. Okay. How am I pulling it from the other side? Okay, so coffee is going to go into one. And steam will go into 2. Coffee is going to go into... Nope. Coffee is going to go into 2. Power is going to go into 1. Okay. Power into 1. Coffee into 2. Steam into 3. And then no. How? It's zipped up. How? How did I pull it out? Okay. Oh, okay. I need to see. I need to rotate to see down. Put it back where it was. It's like, if that one didn't work, that one definitely has to go there. One has to go here. Everyone's a handy woman.
supposed to go in there?
My bad. Undo. Undo. No. This first. Listen, I have a coffee machine and you didn't have to build it. It came pre-assembled. Why is hers not assembled? No combi.
Everything? Better test the buttons just to make sure.
Yes. Yes. It lives.
All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Perfect. The physics of this don't make sense, but that's okay.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
Not magic. Oh. Girl. So complicated.
Perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
Girl. Stop rotating. That was overly complicated.
I was feeling more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hope she'd think it was intentional.
Not postmodern.
Always the connoisseur. She didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog? When she finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed. I'll admit, she spent several minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse. Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realized how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realize how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never.
Not latte than never. That's cute.
Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
Oh, is it letters from both? Cute. That's it. That's the whole story. Oh, I was kind of hoping that we would hear about the parents, but that was really cute. Good for her, though. That was really sweet, and it kind of felt fitting. Repairing your relationships and taking care of yourself. Oh my goodness. I need coffee, it seems. That was really cute. I liked it. Assemble with care. Really simple and sweet. It took me about 2.5 hours, it seems, but very cute game. Felt very, very comfy, very cozy. Well, tell me what you thought of the game. Tell me if you liked it in the comments down below. I greatly appreciate it. If you can, leave a like, and that's a wrap on another Let's Play. I will see you in the next one. Bye!